With the COVID-19 pandemic ongoing, businesses around the province are stepping up to help, including one manufacturer out of Winkler, Manitoba, that started making personal protection equipment for frontline workers directly dealing with the crisis. Here now to speak with me about this is Icon Direct's marketing manager, Jordan Martindale. So first of all, Jordan, what exactly is Icon Direct?
So we're primarily a manufacturer of RV parts for the aftermarket, replacement components for RVs that have been on the road for a number of years.
Okay.
That kind of thing.
But you've made a little bit of a switch in that you're starting to make personal protective equipment. Tell me how you went from RV parts to
Yeah.
face shields.
With the outbreak that happened and the pandemic that's happened, our production manager Howard Swatsky sitting at home one evening wondering how we can help, what we can do, and at the same time keep working as well because of course the downturn or the pandemic has caused economical issues. So we wanted to keep busy and find a way to help in a tangible way. He has a number of family members that work in healthcare, and he'd understood the issues they were having with getting PPE and equipment to protect themselves. So he brainstormed what we could do, and with materials on hand and the equipment we have, he came up with the face shield solution. And we did a bit of checking and understood that's something that people were needing. He very quickly mocked up a design and figured out how we could mass produce it. We started conversations with people that need it, including the province and governments. And then this week we just hit the ground running and started pushing them out.
Nice. Was it a hard shift to make going from one to the other, or not so much?
Well, it certainly takes a degree of ingenuity with us having a good understanding of the materials and also a good background in product design and product development. I'd say it came naturally, but it does take a bit of elbow grease.
You touched on this a little bit, but why is it important to make these and be able to help people during this pandemic?
Yeah, well, it's comes down to protecting the people that are needing to be in the front lines, and it being a virus that's transmitted via, I guess it's particulates in the air and such. Face shield is found to be quite beneficial for nurses, doctors that are dealing with intubating people and doing all kinds of stuff where there's stuff in the air.
So it's probably a little bit early to be asking this question then, but how many face shields do you think you'll end up mass producing and sending out to people to use?
Yeah, we've worked on kind of some primary numbers, but it's going to be in the several tens of thousands in the next few weeks for sure. I don't have a hard fast number there, but we've got some commitments with the government where we're going to be providing significant amounts. Our definite main effort right now is to make sure the province and other governments in Canada that are in need have what they need for nurses, doctors, and healthcare professionals.
So it's not just the Manitoba government, you're working with other governments too, or?
We are looking at where we can help otherwise in out east and where else.
Oh wow, okay. So far reaching then.
Yeah. Well, it's a time where definitely as a country there's a few hot spots where they're going to be needing things like this.
How does it feel as a company to be able to make such a big difference for people?
Absolutely, that's a huge part of this. Is that our company culture kind of first of all made this possible. We had lots of team members fully commit to figuring this out for the greater good. From procurement and our purchasing teams figuring out how to get the right stuff, and through teams that are taking pictures and figuring out who publicizing it so we find the right people, and reaching out to the government and all that kind of stuff. A lot of hard work, and it really generates a good positive feeling with people, just knowing we're contributing something tangible. And further to that, just able to continue working and to a good end.